How to integrate Zapier with Messenger bot using Webhook and Gmail. The Webhooks by Zapier trigger supports sending more than a single trigger event per webhook request. You can send an array of properly formed JSON objects, and will trigger the Zapier once for each object in the array. It triggers the actions 3 times, once for every object in the array. Therefore, let's make our first Zapier with Webhook for our Messenger bot. First, log into your Zapier account. If you don't have Zapier, make an account to use its features to integrate Webhook to Messenger bot. Click the Make a Zap to make your first Zapier. It will go to name your Zap. In your Zap, click 1. When this happens, and renames it whichever name you want. Choose App and Event. You can see below that lots of apps to choose from Zapier. Then, search for what app you like to use. Let's choose Webhooks, and select Webhooks by Zapier. Choose Webhooks by Zapier as a trigger app for Messenger bot. Click the Choose Trigger Event drop-down menu and select your webhook type. For most webhooks, the catch hook trigger will be the best one to use. Catch hooks work by giving you a unique URL that you can then make requests to. If you want Zapier to make a GET request of an external URL to check for new entries, use a retrieve poll webhook trigger. But, now let's choose catch hook. Then, click Continue. Next, you'll be given the URL for your webhook and can customize your webhook. Silent mode. Some apps want to receive an empty body. If you don't want to receive content in the response from Zapier, select the silent mode checkbox. Pick off child key. This is the specific key you want Zapier to use from the request you make to the webhook URL. This is useful if you only care about getting a subset of the data that is sent to the webhook. Copy the webhook URL and paste it to Messenger bot JSON API connector features. Open the app you want to connect to Zapier and find its webhooks settings page. You'll often find that in your app's core settings or options page, or inside the options for a specific project or list. Check your app's help and support documentation if you can't locate it. Now, open messengerbot.app where you typically add your webhook URL and click Messenger bot. And scroll down to look for JSON API connector features. Choose JSON API connector and click Actions. Click New Connection. Paste the webhook URL you copied from Zapier. Select any options that the app offers, including which data you want to receive via the webhook, and save your changes. Connection name. Choose the name for the connection. Select a page. Put your webhook URL here, from Zapier. Check what field change trigger webhook. Check which data you want to send. Click Save. Back to Messenger bot features. Click Bot Setting Actions. Click Add Bot Reply. Create bot reply template. Put bot name and provide your keywords in a comma for the bot reply. Select the reply type. Choose text with buttons, or any reply type you wanted to perform. Provide your reply message. Choose the button type. Name your button text. Click Submit. Now, let's check if the webhook really triggers. Log into your Facebook page and try to message your page news or email. Type news or email as that was the keyword written in the reply bot. Reply with your email address. Supply your email address. Then, click Submit. The email address was received. Now, check your Zapier if it really triggers. As Webhooks integrations send data to your webhook URL whenever something new is added. So, before going back to Zapier, add something new to your app. Webhooks triggers support sending more than a single trigger event per webhook request. You can send an array of properly formed JSON objects, and Zapier will trigger the zap once for each object in the array. Back in Zapier, click Find Hook. If your hook is found, the step will show it was successful and you can see the data received. This is the data result. Zapier will split out each field from your webhook data so you can then select email addresses, names, project info, and much more in your Zapier action steps. Then, click Continue below your webhook URL. This is the test result. Click Turn on Zap. Choose App and Action Event. Drop down Action Event to choose the event. Click Continue. Choose an account to sign into Pushover. Allow Zapier to access your Pushover account. Fill out user key and yes, to continue. Click Continue. Customize push_notification and fill out the required field. Then, click Continue. Send test push_notification to Pushover and click Test and Review. The test was successfully created and turn on Zap. Overview of the demo created sent to Pushover. A green check indicates that trigger and action were successfully created.